Hey man, it's your man Jay Skyline here again with the Unfiltered. On the next segment, it's gmworldwideradio.com on IG and Twitter at GMWW Radio and on Android at the Google Play Store. You know, also, if you want to get your music played, hit us up at gmwwradio at gmail.com. Remember, we never not working. So we about to get into these rap jury. We back. It's week 2. I don't have a lot of explanation for yesterday, so we're just gonna keep it going. But it is week 2. And the first album up for review, while we wait for James to get here for the last 2, is Ugly God, the Booty Tape. It's Indiana's own Mr. Water, Mr. Double XL Freshman, Sound Records. Like I'm just giving you all facts I got now. The reason is, when I first heard this dude, the first track was Water. I turned it off as soon as he started calling himself a dyke. Like as soon, like I'm telling you, the second time he called himself a dyke in a row, I turned the song off. And this was back before the album. I know it's the last track on the album, but that was the first thing I heard. Second track, not on the album. Beat Your Meat. I don't even got to explain that. Then we hit the third track that I heard, which is Fuck Ugly God, which is when I got a little bit of hope, just a little bit. It wasn't like I was like, oh, this ain't gonna be dope. It was just that first track that was like, okay, I see it. I don't know what I see. I see why he has I see why he signed. Actually, no, I don't see why he signed. Because before I get into this review, Ugly God is in this little world where and I've actually first noticed this with Trinidad, where some artists get signed to labels just to get dropped later to never have an album drop. And I don't think we're ever going to see Ugly God drop an actual album. I could be wrong, but I just don't see that. I feel like we're about to get a bunch of mixtapes. But saying that, let's get into the Booty Tape, man. It starts off, this is a short album, and since James isn't here, I might just run it down how I felt on almost every song. But, I'm going to hit y'all with the average real quick. Average tracks, or at least not terrible. Welcome to the Booty Tape. The first track is the intro where basically he has one of those reflective things where he listens to news articles, talk about how he's bad and what he does bad. Another average track to me is I'm Trying to Fuck. All right, it's not good, but it's better than I'm a Nasty Hoe. And that's really the only place I got where these two songs were around the same. And also No Lie, or No Lies, is just, remember the last week when I was talking about Meek Mills and it's like songs that don't sound like him? If I'm going to picture out of the 10 tracks on this album, even though there are songs that are way, way worse than No Lies, it don't sound like Ugly God or Wiz cared about doing the song. It sounds like Warner Brothers put this song together because he lost all his other features. If you didn't know, the original album was supposed to have, or mixtape, sorry. Never give it the honor of being called an album. The original features were supposed to have Wiz plus Lil Yachty, XX, whatever his name is, be getting knocked out all the time, and Ski Mask the Slum God. I don't know about Ski Mask, but a worse review if I had to hear a Lil Yachty verse. And I'll be honest with you, I've never heard Triple X get knocked out ever spit. So I can't actually tell you if I like him or not. I just know that all I know about him is he knows how to go to sleep. Like sleep. But like I said, this is a rough one. There's highs and lows. I'm gonna hit y'all with the lows real quick before I give you the order of the lows. Lows from me. Water is a low just because I don't want to hear it anymore. And I had to watch that damn video. LDC. The Little Dick Click. Damn. I had that expectation of hearing the good music click song in the background, the beat, and it's not what happens. It's a terrible track. He talks about shit that means nothing, and then he goes into a hook where he calls him, he's riling up the Little Dick Click. I don't know. I just picture Zach Galifianakis and a bunch of other people coming to his crib. But it's not the thing is he has that lane where he's trying to be funny, and I guess he's trying to take it too far. That's too far. Same thing with I'm a Nasty Hoe. We're running this down in the order of the songs. Let's just run this down. My top 3 worst tracks, and we'll just talk about it. Number 3, Stop Smoking Black Amounts. it's just a hater track to me. And it's like I'm going to do what I did with Fuck Ugly God, but I'm gonna talk to a female who smokes Black and Milds, because basically all it is a diss track. Like somebody in his hood or somebody that he knows is like crying right now because they heard this track and they know he's talking exactly about them. There gotta be. But it's just like I said, I'm not into it. It's weird. I think it's our boy Mook's favorite track off the album. He didn't hear the whole album, but he heard that. He was proud. But like I said, I can't get into it. But it's not the worst. It's just something I can't get into. Shout out to him, though. Let me get this rundown quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of the 10 tracks. 7 out of the 10 tracks were produced by him. Which, there's not really a bad beat on the album. Like, there's never a song that turns on and I immediately hate it. It's usually Ugly God that makes me hate it in the process. That's what happens with I'm a Nasty Hoe, which I've listened to Tech, I've listened to Hop, Eminem, Nicki Minaj, even Kanye. Like there's some, like all those artists have said some very vulgar shit. Like if you ever like, I'm In It by Kanye is one of the most vulgar songs I've ever heard. And it's still better than that. This is just him saying shit that just get people to be like, ew, did he say that? Ew, he gonna eat the toe? Like, nigga, you just out here trying to get a fucking reaction. You know what my reaction is? I don't want to hear this again. Ever. And then you're top. Why did you do this? LDC. Nobody wants to be part of a little dick clique. Even if you got a little dick, you want to be like, you know, in saying that, I could just say, because Water is over a year old and it's the first song that anybody heard from you, thank you for not putting Beat Your Meat on this, because I might have just had to pick a different album to review. I wasn't going to spend a lot of time talking about that song. But yeah, like I said, LDC, I'm a Nasty Hoe, which I'm a Nasty Hoe would be a bad song even if a female did tried to spin the lyrics to that song, let alone a man doing that. So, nah. So we're going to go to the kind of positive notes of the album. The 3 songs that I was like, all right, if one of my boys play this, I don't got to like put my headphones in. Because if you ask any of my friends, I'm notorious. If you're going to be out here playing bad music in your car or at your crib, you will catch me with an earbud in the ear. Like, friends have noticed it. I had over-the-head headphones one time. And my friends had to turn around. And I guess they said my name like 4 or 5 times. So I was in the back seat. Then they noticed that I had my headphones on because they wanted to be out here playing some terrible country music. So don't try me. That's a public service announcement. Back to the show. But top 3 songs. Number 3, for me at least, is Like a Maverick. He's just talking shit, just basic verse, like I said, nothing crazy, a decent production by HM Surf, which, holy crap, I just noticed where that motherfucker got his name from. It's gonna be a side conversation for some other day, but niggas are naming themselves after Pokemon moves. Like I said, I'm gonna talk to y'all about that a little later, but I'm sure as hell that nigga's name is because of that. But Like a Maverick is cool. The only 2 songs that I like overly like, because Like a Maverick's cool, but I ain't really gonna bump that ever again, like ever. I could probably download these tracks onto my iPod and not be angry at myself. Number 2, Bitch. He's just talking shit. Just bars. Like, it always sounds like he's trying to like battle rap somebody, but like in like a middle school sense. Like, he's not talking about shooting and gunning them down. It's more like material things that he's dissing people about or himself about. And that's where I get out of Bitch. Either go to Warner Brother and tell them to start paying for you to get features with people that can sing, or just start dropping songs with no hooks. Because that might be your best bet, is to start dropping songs with no hooks. After that, we got the best song is Fuck Ugly God, which, if your best song is a diss track to yourself, that basically means all I want to hear is you dissing yourself. Because that's just not where I was at. But before I finish this review, we're going to cut off real quick because the homie James just pulled up a pairing. So he ain't going to really get to talk about the booty tape, but we're going to get his top 3 and top worst, and then we're going to try to slide into the next one real quick. So Jay Skyline here at GM Worldwide Radio on the Unfiltered Be back in about 5 minutes.